one mission,
one single aim, and one single goal.
We are developing a cure.
real progress.
We have already a cell therapy that works.
Transplanting islet cells to restore natural insulin production.
We know that islets work.
Dramatically improving the lives of patients living insulin-free.
I feel like I'm cured. I haven't had insulin in 8 years. Tell me that's not progress?
Now for the next quantum leap. At the Diabetes Research Institute, the vision is to achieve a biological cure, to restore natural insulin production without imposing other risks. The DRI's approach? The creation of a BioHub, a bioengineered mini-organ that mimics the native pancreas, sensing blood sugar levels and releasing the precise amount of insulin needed in real time.
The BioHub will mean, in simple, real terms, that you would be able to produce your own insulin in response to glucose. You would have a mini organ.
And with that, and the right place that we put it in the person, I think this disease is totally reversible.
Currently, islets are transplanted into the liver, but this site is not ideal. A more promising location is the inside lining of the abdomen, called the omentum. This site is rich in blood vessels, key for delivering oxygen to the islet cells, and is easy to access surgically. The DRI is testing several platforms for the BioHub in this location, among them a biodegradable scaffold and a bioengineered scaffold. With the biodegradable scaffold, scientists combine islets with the patient's own plasma, the liquid part of the blood, and apply the mixture onto the omentum. Then they add a commonly used clinical-grade enzyme called thrombin to create a gel-like substance that sticks to the omentum and holds the islets in place. Scientists then fold part of the omentum and stitch it to create a protective pouch. Over time, the body will absorb the gel, leaving the islets intact, while new blood vessels form to support the islet's survival and function. With another current approach, the bioengineered scaffold, islets would be placed in a sponge-like material that's compatible with the human body. Scaffolds will house thousands of islet cells that are different shapes and sizes, providing spacing like a native pancreas so the cells do not clump together. These cells could come from a variety of sources, including stem cells or a patient's own cells that normally do not produce insulin but are reprogrammed to do so. Islet cells need lots of oxygen to survive, so scientists will disperse oxygen throughout a BioHub until new blood vessels grow and supply oxygen naturally. Blood vessel growth will be stimulated by helper cells and other agents. These helper cells also reduce inflammation and help defend the islets from an attack by the immune system, which sees the cells as foreign. To add further protection from immune attack, DRI scientists have developed unique technologies to coat the cells with a protective, ultra-thin barrier, like shrink wrapping, to prevent the immune system from destroying the islets. A BioHub also provides the option to supply low-dose anti-rejection drugs locally to fend off immune attack without shutting down the entire immune system. And researchers are testing another approach, stopping the attack from immune cells before it even starts, tricking the immune system so it tolerates and does not reject the transplanted cells.
This is the strategy that will move cellular therapy and biologic replacement strategies in the cure of diabetes to our final goal.
The DRI is pursuing this goal with partners worldwide. It's the hub of the DRI Federation, a global network of leading diabetes research centers in 20 countries and growing.
Our network ability, our outreach, our structure, if you would, has enabled us to pull the very best from anywhere on the planet.
So it's really and truly research and science without borders.
But not without funding. To make a BioHub reality, to aggressively shrink the timeline toward the discovery of a biological cure, funding is critical. And with government research dollars increasingly scarce, support must come from people who are serious, passionate, and committed to finding a cure.
private fundraising is really the only way that these kinds of advances can be made.
We want to take it to the end, and we will not be able to do that without private support.
Real progress.
I didn't know life could be so good. Thank you, DRI.
Leading with excellence.
We're not just developing a paper, we're not just developing a cool experiment, we are moving this forward.
Ready to take the next quantum leap.
It gets me in here every morning early and going home every night late, trying to knock this out of the park.
Join us. We're in this together to reach the biological cure.